Hey YouTube, just wanted to do a late 3 week update. 3 week post-op today, so I'll start with my numbers. Not 3 weeks, I'm 3 weeks, 2 days, so I'll just start there. Highest weight 289, day of surgery I think it's about 285. Today I'm 258, so a total of 31 pounds from my highest weight. Really stoked about that. I'm down a full pant size, down a full shirt size. I'm into my I guess you could say my lower weight wardrobe, which is fun. I was able to put on a shirt I haven't worn in about 2 years, pants I haven't worn in about 2 years since before my first son was born, and that is very exciting. All my old clothes is hanging off, so, always exciting. Once this clothes is too big, I will have to get some new clothes. I'm going to try to take in as much as possible to save some money. I am driving, so if I seem distracted, that's what's going on. I was supposed to have my post-op appointment with my surgeon today. Unfortunately, that had to get canceled. Somebody's lap band had slipped, and so he had to go into emergency surgery for that. So hopefully they're doing okay. I was bummed because I had some questions, and I was just excited about seeing him since I've lost 31 pounds. Excuse me. Again, for anybody, if you're watching this video for the first time, I did have weight loss surgery on April 6, 2011, and today is April 29th, 2011. It's Friday. I had the vertical gastrectomy, vertical gastric sleeve, it's also called, where they remove 90% of your stomach. And along with that, they remove the part of the stomach that produces, or that helps stimulate hunger, and as well as fat production, lipids. So if I have any fat or anything, it doesn't process very well. Very glad I got the surgery 3 weeks post-op. Best thing I ever did. I'm very stoked. I know when I watch these videos, when I was pre-op, I always liked to hear if people were happy, about a month after surgery, and I can say it's the best thing I ever did for myself. But I am experiencing some things that, I'd watched on other people's videos that I didn't really know until you deal with them yourself, and some other issues that I'm just kind of having to deal with. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is head hunger versus physical hunger, and as well as reflux. So I'll start with a reflux. I am having, I guess you could say lower stomach reflux. So every once in a while I get that heartburn burning feeling, which is uncomfortable, and I can take my Prilosec for that. But worse than that has been, like, once my stomach, I guess what's happening is my stomach's dumping the food into my intestines, but then it comes back up from my intestines back into my stomach. So I get all of a sudden this full feeling again, even if I haven't drinking anything for like 20 minutes. That's my hypothesis of what's happening. I wanted to talk to the surgeon about it today, but I'm hoping it just relieves itself. That's been really weird and uncomfortable, but probably not the worst thing because it kind of keeps me full. The second thing was the head hunger versus actual physical hunger. I would not say that I have experienced actual physical hunger at all in the last 3 weeks. I feel empty sometimes, so if I haven't eaten or drinking anything for, say, 2 hours, I'll feel empty, like my stomach's empty, but it's not. It's different. I'm just now getting my energy back, so it's a different feeling. But the head hunger is very interesting. Fortunately for myself, I am a traveling therapist, so I'm on the road all the time. So my habit was stopping in and out of fast food places. I stopped that 3 weeks prior to surgery to withdraw, and then I started like an Atkins kind of a diet. So I started getting out of that habit. I every once in a while have cravings for it because it's how I function through my day. So I'm, of course, trying to do a new behavioral pattern. So that's been interesting. But it's when I get home, I've been cooking like a fiend for my family. And I've had a lot of head hunger because I'm a pretty good cook. Enchiladas have been the worst. And I have had to admit that I've done a lot of chewing and spitting out. Beef jerky has been one. I miss the sensation of chewing. I miss that oral gratification. So I've kind of had to do that in order to mentally get through it. It's getting better. I will warn all you pre-oppers, if you're thinking about doing this, you cannot swallow anything. And I know it's not advised. And I'll tell you some bad experiences I've had with it. Accidentally swallowing a little bit of oil from my enchiladas has made me sick for 2 or 3 hours. So I don't advise it. However, I know a lot of people do it, and it's kind of what you have to do sometimes to get to get over it. I've read from other people's blogs that it does get better. So I'm expecting it to get better. And it has. The last week I've only done it a few times just so that I can get over that craving. But overall, feeling like I'm doing a really great job. Talking about hair loss, I had some shedding. Started having shedding like 4 days post-op. So I think I'm just one of those people, unfortunately, that's just going to have a hair problem. Kind of embraced it, and it's just something I'm going to have to deal with. I'm really pushing to get my 70 to 90 grams of protein. Some days are better than others, and I know that's the big part in order to keep your hair. Unfortunately, because I'm not feeling true hunger, it's really hard for me to get my protein in. So, talking about protein, moving on to food. Since I am over 3 weeks post-op, I should be having more solids. In fact, my surgeon suggests that I should be having 3 meals a day, which consists of no fat, no sugar, no taste. Basically, I'm allowed to have Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt with no flavor. I started with that, and I put some Crystal Light in it, and it was palatable. But when it came down to it, I did it 2 or 3 days, and I threw it all out. Then I decided on Easter Sunday to buy some non-fat tofu, put it in my protein bouillon soup. That was great. I actually really like that. So protein, the only food I'm eating is tofu once a day. Everything else, I'm still on a full liquid diet. I was kind of looking forward to talking to my surgeon about that today, but again, that's not going to happen. So I'll probably call the dietitian. I'm just not hungry, and I know that I need to get over that. But any suggestions anyone has for this part of, 3 weeks post-op would be greatly helpful. I'm thinking I can start having eggs. I think I need to call the dietitian. I think I could eat eggs. Foods just don't sound good. So, other than the food that I really make. And even that, it's, if I take a bite and spit it out, I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to eat anymore. It's just bizarre. Never thought that this would be an issue that I'd have to deal with in respect to just not wanting to eat. It's just easier to drink. That's, I think, where I'm at right now. It's just easier to drink. I'll just do that, and I don't know. So the tofu, the non-fat tofu, chopped up real small, and the bouillon, it's not bouillon, but it's the protein stuff that they give us. That tastes like chicken or beef, is palatable. I can eat about an ounce before I'm stuffed. So I try to eat about a half an ounce to an ounce. And my calories, I'm lucky if I get 400 calories. Most of my calories and carbs, ironically, are coming from my fiber pills that I'm taking, Benefiber, because I'm having some constipation issues, and my chewable vitamin, and my Tums. That's it. I'm not having any other carbs, so I think that's why the weight is coming off so incredibly fast. I'm expecting it to slow down. I'm expecting like 3 pounds a week maybe, but it's still coming off fast. I think that's because I'm not eating enough. So any suggestions anyone has, I would love to hear. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll try to do maybe a 4 or 5 week update as well. Bye guys. Good luck. Happy losing. Hey YouTube, it's Christina. Just coming in today. It's Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 2011. And today is my 4-week surgery, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm in my car, but I am not driving. I am parked. But I thought I'd do a real quick update because I've had a few people asking me what's going on. Today, first things first, the numbers. I started this journey at my highest weight at 289, and today I was 255. So that is a 34-pound weight loss. And today is week 4. I think I lost about maybe 4 or 5 pounds before, so I think it's 30 pounds in 30 days, basically a pound a day. It has slowed down and it has picked up again. So I lost a pretty significant amount of weight right off the bat, and then it slowed down a little bit. Now it's kind of picking up again. Lost like 3 or 4 pounds, I think, the last week or so. I think part of that is because I'm much more active than I was again. I'm not working out officially, but I'm, playing pretty hard with my boys, and I'm working full time again. And so I think all of that contributes to my success lately. The other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about, which is a very personal thing, but is constipation. I know a lot of people have commented on it because we're not having any fiber. I have been taking FiberCon, about 2 to 3 tablets a day, and it's really bad. So I think I'm going to start something a little bit stronger. But I'm kind of figuring I probably have another pound or 2 of weight loss in there. So that's just uncomfortable and something I didn't even think about with this surgery. So for you people who are pre-op, it's something you have to think about. FiberCon works pretty good. Metamucil I don't use that because that's just, in my opinion, a waste in respect to drinking, because it takes so long to drink. So any kind of pills are really good, but something to kind of keep in mind. I have been eating, and you can see, I'm kind of glad I have this out. This is what I put my food in. You can kind of see. And I eat with a little baby fork. So I did start eating this week. I talked to my dietitian. She said, you need to start eating some regular food. So you can see I've eaten most of it, but I have my tuna fish. And I made tuna fish with mustard, a hard-boiled egg. I cut up some celery and an onion really super, super small. And I have 3 of these little metal containers. I got it at Target for like $5 for 3. And I like it because the metal conducts heat and cold. So I can put my little lid that goes on it. And that way it stays nice and cold as it's heating up here in California. I have to have my little ice chest. You can see I have my water, and then I have my another protein drink I already have pre-made. So that I stay up on my hydration, because I think I posted that Monday I got pretty severely dehydrated, dry heaves, the whole 9. My husband was ready to take me into the acute. So I'm being much better about that. But I started eggs, and I started tuna fish this week, and I really like it with the mustard. So I would say with regular food, I'm probably having no more than 300 calories a day with the regular food. I'm probably having 250. At night, I still have my tofu with my protein soup, and I stick a little bit of tofu in there and eat that really slowly, or I'm having a little bit of my tuna fish. I really like that. I hated tuna fish before this, and I love tuna fish now. Not so much chewing and spitting out like I was doing. I'm kind of getting over that now. A month post-op, it's like my brain's rewiring. I do have a travel job, so I drive around as a traveling therapist, which I've mentioned before. With gas prices, it's killing me right now. But one thing that has been very interesting, and I was really nervous about this, is I think part of the reason I gained so much weight, especially towards the end, right before surgery, was because I can swing by fast food. And that's a really quick and easy way, and it was kind of my reward, It's like, ooh, what am I going to get? This is my treat. I'm going to have a break. I'm going to eat something. And that's how I rewarded myself. I still feel those impulses. So like a few minutes ago, I went and filled up my car with gas, and, it was AM, PM, and I'm thinking, oh, I want to go and get a piece of candy, but I can't have anything in that store. So I think I'm probably saving a couple $100 a month with this diet, but I try to get over that and finding new things to occupy my time. I'm still cooking like a fiend at home. I cook homemade meals every day for my family: enchiladas, lasagna, meatloaf, cooking very healthy, making cookies, but making them all whole wheat and the whole 9, just so that my kids and my husband aren't bringing home takeout, and they're eating healthier as well. And for some reason, I'm just feel this drive to be around food, and it's probably because I can't eat it. So... and I think I have more energy, frankly, because I'm not eating all that fast food. Still having a little bit of abdominal pain. I found out they do stitch the muscles because my doctor glues the skin so that you don't have pretty much any scars at all. But there was a stitch, and I think I might have pulled a stitch a little bit. I think that's about it. For all you pre-oppers, good luck with everything. And I think April sent me a message saying about... asking me how I was doing. So hi, thanks to talk to you. And thank you guys so much for your kind words. And I've been getting lots of emails. So thanks a lot. And I look forward to watching all of your videos. I'm trying to subscribe to everybody. So take care. Bye. Hey YouTube, it's Christina. Wanted to give you my 6-week update. Today is May 17th, 2011. I am 6 weeks post-op tomorrow, and I had some time today, so I'm going to post today. I did not post last week for a few reasons, one being which it's wedding season. My husband and I are photographers, and we are just crazy busy. And the second reason is I don't think I had a weight loss last week. So, but I did this week, and that's what I want to talk about. I started this journey at 289 pounds. Today I weighed in at 249 pounds. So I hit my 40-pound weight loss today. Very excited about that. I wish I could stand up. I'm sitting in my car on this rainy May day in California, but I can't. But my pants are falling off of me. I'm in all my quote-unquote skinny jeans, which aren't really skinny considering they're probably a size 22, but they're not a 24 or 26. So I am back down and they look really good on me. I am back down to a size extra large shirt. And feeling really good. But there's a few things I did want to talk about, kind of what I'm eating, some problems I'm having, and a few concerns, and then just, I guess, all the good stuff. So I'll start with the good stuff. The good stuff is I'm able to get up and down off the floor a lot easier. My husband had me unplug one of our computers or something. Usually I would have said, honey, can you do that? But I said, no, I can do that. And my knees hurt a little bit, but I was able to get up and down a lot easier. You don't realize how much, as you get heavier, you stop just automatically doing that. Another thing is at work, I went and sat at one of my desks and my hips don't stick on the desk, or on the chair. Sorry, those rolling chairs. I'm able to get up and down without feeling like I'm going to bring the entire chair with me. So that was exciting. I kind of want to go on an airplane because I have a feeling that will be much more comfortable. So, 40 pounds is, pretty substantial. I'm pretty excited. My next big goal is to hit, my wedding weight, and my wedding weight was, I think, 213 pounds. I got married at 213 pounds. Funny that we remember these odd numbers for odd things. So 213 is my next big goal. I'm hoping to reach that by my husband's birthday. I know, another just odd thing. That's July 25th. So we'll see if that actually happens. I have not officially started working out yet, just due to my crazy schedule and frankly, my energy level just from the whole eating thing hasn't been 100%. But hoping to start doing that. I am definitely getting out with my boys, but I do want to hit the gym and really start, toning up and stuff. So that's my next goal for this week, is to get to the gym once. I'm not going to say 5 days a week because that probably won't happen. So just once, and then possibly bring it up to twice, and then maybe 3 times a week. Baby steps. The other thing I've been dealing with is dizziness and almost like blackouts. I haven't had a full-on blackout. I've had it where I like blacking out and getting into like a tunnel vision. And I've attributed that to possible anemia. I haven't had any blood tests post-op. But I tripled my vitamin intake, my chewables, and that seems to have helped. I was getting really dizzy going from sit to stand, going from laying down to sitting up, where the room would literally spin and I'd fall backwards again. So I think I'm getting pretty anemic. So really trying to be proactive, tripling my vitamins, and I'm going to call the dietitian about that. Hair loss, still looking okay, but still losing hair. I'm shedding. Trying to get all my protein in. I'm really bad about getting my protein in on the weekends. Really, really bad. So about like 50 grams of protein. I just have no hunger at all. And that's been very difficult. Getting all my water in's been difficult just because I've been too busy. And I need to make this my priority because I made such a big decision and a big commitment. So I don't want to be one of those people who had surgery and then becomes very sickly and unhealthy, because goodness knows people had their opinion about telling me that's how I was going to become, and I really don't want to be that person. Another thing I wanted to talk about, men, go ahead and close your ears because this is a woman topic, but started my period. I did not put any weight on like you normally do with the bloating. In fact, I lost weight, but it's really light. And so I think that's just because I'm probably anemic and because I've had such a significant weight loss this month. But I'm assuming that that's probably normal. I hope it is. But we'll see. I'll ask the doctor. I have my post-op appointment on the 28th, so these are some questions. So I don't know any of you post-opers, ladies, if you've had an issue with your periods since post-op and significant weight loss. I'd love any emails about that would be helpful. But and the last thing I wanted to talk about was when I was last week when I was really what's the word? Craving, I guess, since even though I've had the surgery, even though I'm not hungry, I was going to start my period. And so, you get those cravings. I have to eat. I have to have, sweet, the hormones are still there. And so that drives not hunger, but it drives the cravings. So I had a lot of cravings to just snack. I found myself in the kitchen a lot, opening and closing the refrigerator. Didn't break my diet, did really great. I wasn't hungry, but I had to talk myself down off this ledge of, and it was beyond me. It was beyond the surgery. I would forget I had surgery. At one point I did pop chocolate in my mouth and was chewing it and spit it out and went, what am I doing? This is, okay, Christina, get back to where you are. You can control this. But the urge to eat sweets before my period was unbelievably strong. So that has to be hormonally driven, because now that I started my period, I don't have those cravings anymore. Just thought I'd put that out there for anybody who's pre or post-op. And any input on that's always helpful. So anyway, I will let you go. And to all you big losers out there, keep on the diet, keep doing good. For you pre-oppers, hang in there with all those tests that you have to have done, and it's worth it. I promise. Best thing I ever did for myself. And for all you guys who are post-op and just living this new lifestyle, good luck with everything. Any tips, tricks would be helpful. Really quick, I'm still eating chicken. Oh, I threw up for the first time yesterday. I had this much chicken and ate it too fast, and it all came back up. That's for another day. But chicken, tuna with my mustard, and what else am I eating? Not eating the tofu anymore. I always got over that. And and eggs. Egg white, very hard to swallow. Sticks, comes back up. Any ideas? Bye. Hey YouTube, it's Christina. I'm just doing my 7-week post-op update. I am driving. I know, shame, but I'm going to watch the road. This is the only time I have to do this, so I'm going to do it real quick. It's actually 7 weeks, 1 day today. Today's Thursday, May 20-something. I think it's 27th, 2011. Tomorrow I have my post-op appointment. I was supposed to have my doctor's appointment weeks ago, but had to be canceled. If you watched one of my earlier videos, you'll know that it had to get canceled because somebody's lap band had slipped. So very glad I got the vertical gastric sleeve. Anyway, so tomorrow at 1:30 I meet with the doctor. First time he's seen me since I've had surgery. But we'll start with the numbers. Started this journey at my highest weight at 289, and this morning I weighed in at 243, which is a 46-pound weight loss in 7 weeks. Pretty excited about that. I never thought the weight would come off this fast. And it's staying very steady. I know a few other videos I had said I'm expecting it to slow down, and it might have slowed down a little bit, but not really. I'm shocked on how quick it's all coming off. I'm feeling really good. Tops are about a size 2X, which is about a size 18-20, and bottoms I'm in a 22-20, size 20 or 22, and feeling great. Still tired, but I think it's just because my life is really crazy right now. I started Biotin, which is a supplement that promotes metabolism and fat loss, but it also promotes hair growth and nail growth. I started Biotin, 5,000 mcgs, I believe. Let me see if I have it here. Because I've complained before that I'm losing hair, and it's not really bad. I went to my hairdresser the other day, and she's like, no, your hair's fine. But it's this stuff here, so you can see. Biotin, 5,000. And I take 1 pill a day. My multivitamins only have 15 mcgs, so that has 5,000. I was told by a lot of people, including my dietitian, to start it, and so I did. And then I think next week I'm going to start like flaxseed or some kind of a fish oil, just to help with hair growth and just overall health. I take about 2 to 3 vitamins a day, multivitamins. I take 2 in the morning, and then I take 1 in the afternoon. Still don't take them at night because they give me funny dreams. I'm taking about 3 or 4 Tums a day for my calcium. I'm taking fiber pills for keep things moving, and I take my prescription to help with my gallbladder so that I don't get gallstones. So starting to add more and more to that cocktail with more and more vitamins, and I'm feeling a difference. Haven't started formally exercising yet, partially because I've been so tired and my life's been so crazy, and partly because I'm probably using that as an excuse, so I need to just shut up and get my butt into the gym. And I have a short day today, so I think I will take the kids to the gym today. I can only imagine how the weight will come off then, and I really need to start doing some toning. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? What am I eating? I still have my shake, so I'll put up a shake here. I drink about 2 of these a day, and I try to make them a good 30 grams of protein. Speaking of which, I'll have a sip. Able to take bigger sips now, more normal size sips. And then meat, eating a lot of meat, eating steak, eating chicken, eating fish, things like that. And eggs, of course. Stopped the tofu a while ago. Don't have any yogurt. But the meat's pretty much what if I eat anything, it's going to be meat or eggs. And I can only still tolerate about that much. And I have probably about, that much. See if you can see the size of my eye. And I have to go slow. It takes me a good half an hour to eat that much, maybe 20 minutes. And I have to chew and chew. And it's definitely does not have the satisfaction that it used to. What's something I've learned this week in regards to food, I did throw up again this week because I had some chicken too quickly. Went to KFC. Thought, oh, I'll get a drumstick. That sounds so good. I got the drumstick and I just wanted to eat the whole thing. Not because I was hungry, just because it looked really good. I'm used to taking big bites. I'm used to just chewing 3 times and swallowing and getting a satisfaction because of that. Cannot do that with the surgery. It really kind of takes some of the fun out of eating. But that's kind of the point. So I have to chew and chew. Had to throw that up. Threw all that chicken up. A couple hours later, thought, okay, I'll try again. Got another piece of chicken from KFC for like I think it's like $1.50 or something, and went much slower and did fine. It took me about an hour, and I was able to eat the whole drumstick. So I felt like I got some really good solid protein and vitamins in my body. So I felt good about that. Steak, I have to eat very small pieces and really, really chew, which again takes half the fun out of it. So you're like, whatever, I don't really want to eat. I'll just have my shake. I'm sure the shakes will get old though. I'm only 7 weeks into the surgery, so I don't know. But hopefully the next time you'll see me post, I'll be at my 50-pound weight loss mark. That's what I'm hoping by next week. So that's 4 more pounds hopefully this week. So if I get my body in the gym and get it moving, I'm sure I'll have no problem losing 4 pounds. And I think my little treat to myself is to get a new pair of pants at my 40-pound, because all my pants are huge on me, or at my 50-pound mark. But if anything exciting happens at the doctor, I'll post. If not, I'll see you guys in a week. Bye. Thanks for all your great comments, by the way. Love when you guys comment. And hi to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I'm trying to subscribe to everybody. So I really like this little YouTube network we got going on. Take care, guys. Bye. Hi, YouTube. It's Christina. Just wanted to give my 8-week update. It's 5 days from technically 2 months, so 8 weeks today, post-op from the vertical gastrectomy. I am videotaping this at home, which is a first because I know I usually videotape from my car. But we've had some weird weather here in California, so I'm home, and we're actually getting tornadoes here in Northern California. So I am at home, and I thought it was a good time to give you guys my update. So first things first, my numbers. I started this journey at 289 pounds, and today I was 240 pounds, 289 to 240, so I am 1 pound under 50 pounds, so 49-pound weight loss today, 8 weeks. The things I wanted to talk about today, I had my post-op appointment finally with Dr. Serengel on Friday. Want to talk a little bit about what I'm eating and I guess some struggles I'm having. So first off, thanks everybody for all your great posts. I've been getting lots of private emails and postings, and I really appreciate your guys' nice words. And I am trying to subscribe to everybody who's subscribing to me. I love to hear all your guys' stories, and I watch everyone's videos. So, secondly, I wanted to talk about my post-op appointment that I had on Friday. It was 7.5 weeks post-op, and I met with Dr. Serengel. He was thrilled with my progress, absolutely thrilled. He said I was right on track. When he asked, if I had lots of questions, and I said I don't really have any. The dietitian's been very helpful, but I did ask, what should I be shooting for weight-wise? And he shocked me. I, again, started this diet, I started my highest weight at 289, and I'm 240 today, and I'm now down to a size 18 at 240 pounds. And originally, before I had the surgery, he told me I should shoot for a weight of 150 pounds. And on Friday, he told me I should probably be shooting for 135 pounds, meaning by the end of this year, I should be 135 pounds, which I think is crazy. But, he's done thousands of these surgeries, so he knows better than I do. But that was a bizarre number. I thought 165, 170 would be normal. So 135 is just, I don't even know what that is. I think about a size 6. I don't know. So that was kind of exciting and scary all at the same time. I did ask him when I should achieve my goal, when should I expect to, and he said that he understands, he can tell that I'm not cheating and that I'm going straight by the book. And Dr. Serengel from Laparoscopists Associate of San Francisco, they're very strict on what we can eat. I know some of you guys have posted that you're eating solids like 2 weeks out or a week out or stuff like that. I was not allowed to eat any kind of solids, including purees, until I was like 3-4 weeks out. So I kind of went over what I go with, what I eat every day, and again, that's still tuna fish, a lot of chicken. Today I had riblets, and I was able to eat 2 riblets today, about this size each. It took about within an hour or so. And I have a lot of turkey sausage. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's what I'm eating. And I can eat comfortably 1 turkey sausage, which is they're about the size of my pinky, and that's full. For some reason, I was able to eat a lot of riblets tonight, and I was kind of shocked. I mean, it's not. It was probably, if I weighed it, 2 to 3 ounces, so within normal. But some meats slide down easier than others, and riblets seem to slide down. So, he was thrilled. He said I'm doing exactly right. Stick with the high protein, low carbs. I'm not eating any bread. I'm not eating any rice. I'm not eating any sugar at all. I'm still drinking I'm trying to drink 60 grams of protein and then eat another 20 during the day with meat. I'm still keeping my calories well under 600, 5 to 600, which is right where I need to be. I have not started working out. I need to do that. So, hopefully I can start working out this week. My husband asked me when I was going to, and I think that's kind of the kick in the ribs I needed to get working out. I can tell the weight loss is slowing down a titch, and I think, I always say that, and then I end up losing like 6 pounds the next week, so I don't know, maybe it's not. But Dr. Serengel told me that if I start working out at least 3 to 4 days a week, and I continue with the under 600 calories, under 30 grams of carbs, and keeping my 70 to 90 grams of protein, I should continue with the same weight loss, and I could reach my goal in 10 months. So, and that's a big, that's like 130 pounds in 10 months to a year. So I'm pretty excited. I think that answers everybody's question. I'm really tired, but that's just because I'm not sleeping, because I have little kids and I work 2 jobs. So, let's see, anything else? I think that's it. All right, guys. Any tips and tricks? Always appreciated. Send me emails. Tell me how you're doing. And I look forward to all your posts. Talk to you later. Bye. Updating. Today is June 20th, 2011. I had my surgery April 6th, 2011. I started this journey at 289, and today I weighed in, you can wait for it, at 231. So I am, oh goodness, Christina, do the math, 58 pounds down in almost 11 weeks. So that's the numbers. That's the exciting part. Another reason I decided to do a update before my actual exactly 11-week mark is because I actually have stuff to talk about. And so I'm going to kind of dive right into it. I think my last update was week 8. So we're like 2.5 weeks since I've last posted. And I didn't have a weight loss from week 8 to 9, maybe like a half a pound or something, but it wasn't substantial. And I was getting a little down on myself. And I really started hardcore charting everything that I eat. You pre-oppers, this is kind of for you guys a little bit. When I used to watch the videos before I had surgery, I loved watching people's videos because it kind of gave me an idea of what to expect. I think I had this view that when I have surgery, the weight's just going to magically come off. But I need to really stress to you pre-oppers or people who have just had the surgery that you're still going to have to work for this. This is not something like I had surgery and now I'm just going to lose the weight. Yeah, it's still going to come off, but if you want to have really, really great numbers, you're really going to have to change your life, and you're going to have to be good about charting. The other thing is, if you don't want to put the weight back on, because even with the vertical gastrectomy, you can put your weight back on. I think it's good to stay really real about the situation and know that the vertical gastrectomy is a tool to help you get past humps, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But it's also, you're going to have to change your life. So that's what I want to talk about. The first thing is talking a little bit about the realities the last 2.5 weeks, and about how I had some, I guess you could say, coming to God moments. My husband and I went out to dinner, and that was the first time I really went out to a restaurant after I've had the surgery. And he decided he wanted to go to Indian food, which I was a little nervous about because I had never had Indian food and I didn't know what to order, but it ended up being like the best meal ever. We got chicken, he got like chicken curry something, and then I got some other chicken thing. They do have like a flatbread, and I did have a little bit of flatbread. I had about that much maybe to kind of dip in the curry sauce and stuff, but it was really tasty. It's very low in fat, and I charted it. I knew how much an ounce was, and I charted everything I put in my mouth, so that I stay, and my dietitian is very strict with us, which is why I think I've had such great number loss. I stay under 30 grams of protein, I stay under 600 calories, and I make sure I get 70 to 90 grams of, I stay under 30 grams of carbohydrates, 70 to 90 grams of protein, and under 600 calories. So I charted everything that I ate, and I didn't eat very much. But I was stuffed when I left, and I had to go really slow, and I had to take really, really small bites. But I felt very successful. Like, I went out to dinner, I had a really nice time, I ate real people food, and I was successful still with my day. So I think you guys can all feel me when sometimes we go out to dinner and we feel like we blew it, which kind of leads into the next thing that I really want to talk about. Now that I'm at 231, I've lost a substantial, the amount of inches I've lost is unreal. I started between the 24 and 26 pants. I'm now down to a size 18, some 16s, and my shirts, I was in a 3X. I'm now officially in an extra large. In fact, I went to Kohl's and went shopping with my girlfriends this weekend, and that was really fun. I got to shop in the average size, so extra large and women's. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like, this is usually the weight around 220, 230. I feel really good about myself, Size 16, 18, I wear my weight well. I wear a size 11 shoe, so I'm a larger person anyway. I'm 5'8". So I start feeling kind of comfortable. The nice thing about the sleeve is it helps get past that, yeah, I'm okay being this heavy, and then sabotaging it later and then gaining the weight back. It kind of forces you to, okay, no, let's see what a size 12 is, and let's see what a size 8 is, and then let's see what a size 6 is. So I think the nice thing about the sleeve is it really does keep you accountable to get to that next healthy level, instead of saying, I'm okay with the size 16, 18, or I'm okay with the size 12, 14, and I'll just stay here for a while, and then the weight slowly creeps up. You guys all know what I'm talking about. So that was another little coming to God moment. I realized, wow, okay, no, I'm going to keep losing. And I feel a little anxiety about that of like, but I look okay right now. But what's that going to be? And I'm feeling this anxiety of trying to figure out what's going on in my head. So maybe if I figure that out, I'll post again. Another thing I wanted to talk about, let's see, I actually wrote stuff down. Oh, so the app that I use is called Lose It, LOOSEIT. It was recommended by my dietitian. I think I might have posted about it in an earlier post. Check those out. But it looks like it's for like the iPhone. I don't know if the Droid has it. They probably do. It looks like a little yellow scale icon. And you program, how many calories you want to eat a day. And it's got every food in the world. Like if the only reason I'm going to use something is if it's going to be quick and dirty. If I can get into my app and within 10 seconds have it charted and done. If it's going to take more than that, I'm not going to use it. And I've already pre-programmed like my shakes and a lot of foods that I've already eaten, so I can just go click, 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 click. I also weigh all my food. Weigh your food, guys. Weigh it, because an ounce sometimes looks smaller and sometimes looks bigger, depending. And I want to go quick. I'm already at 6 minutes. Let's see. Oh, I went out with my girlfriends this weekend. We had a weekend girls trip. They were all shocked at how little I eat. I started eating lettuce and salad. That's something I've added to my diet. And I add tortilla soup, and that was in my little Lose It app, so I was able to count it. Tortilla soup went down great. I felt very successful. I just got a little cup full. And I did have, I think, 2 or 3 tortilla chips in like an hour and a half period. Like I just took little bits. And I charted it, everything. I never went over my 600 calories. I never went over my 30 carbs. Felt like a very successful weekend. I felt like, again, I ate real people food. I enjoyed an evening. It wasn't all about food. I didn't feel like a freak because I had the surgery. I didn't feel like I had to tell, my waitress and stuff. I just ordered appropriately and had a lot of success. Let's see. Exercise. I started exercising last week with my son. We going to the pool and I did some water stuff. And then with my girlfriends this week, we walked and I lost 2 pounds in 2 days. So that's kind of the kick in my butt. And this week I'm going to the gym this afternoon and I'm going to try to hit the gym at least 3 to 4 times this week. But that was kind of the exciting part of once I started exercising, even just walking, the weight's like, again, a pound every day or a pound every other day. It can still come off quick, guys. If you have a plateau, look at hormones, especially for the ladies, and then make sure you're charting because, again, with a vertical gastrectomy, you can eat all day and that can slow your weight loss down. So make sure you're charting. If I can challenge everybody this week, chart. So that way you start your new life and it's not just something like, oh, good, I got down to my goal weight and now it starts to creep back up. So I'm personally trying to make this my lifestyle. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was what vitamins I'm taking, because I loved when people put that. I'm going to start adding more, but I have this little thing here. And I still take my Tums. I still take, that's for calcium and just to help with indigestion. And then I still take my FiberCon to help with making everything move. My doctor also prescribed a laxative, a very easy laxative, but I haven't had to take it yet because like I said, I try to eat at least 5 pieces of spinach a day or some kind of a salad lettuce a day, and that seems to make me a little bit more regular. I know, real girl talk, right? And then the pills I'm taking, I still take my pill because I have my gallbladder, so I don't get gallstones. Make sure you guys take that. I have a story about that, but I won't get into it. And then I got a B complex vitamin that has like B12 and all the B's in it. I still take my Biotin, and I still take 2 to 3 multivitamins a day. And then I think I'm going to start flaxseed and some other stuff. So, but the new one I started again was the B complex. If you guys have any questions. Oh, somebody asked me about recording in my car. I have an iPhone. I have the new iPhone G4. And so I can look at myself when I record. So that's how I do it. And then I have to go to I can't do it on the 3G to post to YouTube, but I go home and, sorry, people are walking by my car and I don't want to look crazy. Okay, here we go. And then I go home when I'm on a Wi-Fi and I upload it to YouTube directly. For some reason, you guys, if you guys post, sometimes I can't find it to reply to your posts. So if I get your emails, I try to then readdress it in the next post. So hopefully that helps you guys. Anyway, thank you guys all for your awesome emails and your comments. And if you guys are putting up, hey YouTube, it's Christina. Today is June 29th, 2011. I am 12 weeks post-op today, and I weighed in at 229. I started the journey at 289, so I am officially 60 pounds lighter than I was when I started. Today I wanted to kind of share what I'm drinking, what I'm a little bit about protein, some tips and tricks and things that are working for me, and along with all of my vitamins that I'm taking. First thing is what I drink all day. It's ISO Extreme. I get it from Muscle Max. It's their brand. It is a whey protein. There's 30 grams, but for every scoop it's 15. So they're really 15 grams per scoop. But it says 30. I mean, it's depending on how many scoops you get as many protein. So anyway, but it is a advanced whey protein isolate, and it's the rapid response. So we all know, I'm sure, that because we get the surgery, our stomach is 90% smaller. So you have to be very careful what kind of protein you drink. So make sure you talk to your surgeon. But that one works really well for me, and it was recommended by the guy who works there. He says he has a lot of people come into the store that have had the surgery, and I wanted to try a few other flavors and of some other brands, and he said, no, your body won't break that down. So yeah, you're getting 60 grams of protein, but your body will only absorb 15. So there's no reason to drink it. So it's better to get these rapid responses. So make sure you talk to your dietitian before you get anything. I will tell you guys this, flavor matters. That flavor is orange. I accidentally got it's yellow. It was like a tropical punch, and it tasted terrible. So what I did, and you guys can try this if you get like the wrong flavor, is I put a little raspberry Crystal Light in there till I liked the flavor. It tasted actually really good. So once I was done with the tropical punch with the raspberry Crystal Light, I went back to my original, which is that one, and that's the orange flavor. They also have a pink one. I think it's another berry punch. That's okay, but it really made my breath smell, and it had a funky smell after it had been in my cup for a while. So the orange seemed to work well for me. I'll encourage you, when you find a good protein that works with you, stick with that protein. And if you find one that you hate, don't banish all of them. Try flavors. I mean, the flavors are so different. Okay, so second thing I want to talk to you guys a little bit about was what I put my protein in. So this is Camelback. Sorry, so you can see it kind of gets lumpy. But the way I usually mix my protein is I get hot water, not boiling, but just hot tap water, and then I mix it in there, then I pour it over the ice, but it still has a little bit of clumps. That's okay. But this is a Camelback. You have to bite it and then suck. I think they're like $15, but they're the best things. I don't swallow as much air, which means my stomach doesn't hurt. I can drink more. So then the other thing to kind of help you guys travel-wise, because nobody wants, the only reason I brought that big thing is to show you guys, but what I normally do is I measure out. These are the things you buy in the baby section for formula, and you'll see there's 3 little separate things in there, and each one holds 1 scoop of my whey protein. So when I had the one I didn't like, the tropical punch, I would pour it in there and then pour a little Crystal Light on each and then stir it, and it stays dry. And then I just pop this open like that, and I dump in a serving, which is 15 grams of protein, into my drinks when I needed them. That was a good way, if I knew I was going to be gone all day shooting a wedding, or if I was going to go to my parents' house, I didn't have to bring my big container. I could just make sure I had 3 servings. So it ends up being 45 grams of protein. Plus, I would always make 2 before I left. So I knew I had a day's worth of protein. That's a little tip for you guys. It's worked great for me. I just discovered it last week, and I've been thrilled. It's really, very travel friendly. And then, of course, I use this. I just actually I make them on Wednesday, so I just took my last week's worth of vitamins, so it's empty right now, but it's usually always full, which then leads me and I make sure I keep this in my purse at all times, so I, halfway through the day go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to take my vitamins, so it's always with me, so I never forget my vitamins. So my vitamins, here we go. I'm in a public area, it's kind of embarrassing, so that's why I keep looking around. So, I still take the calcium through like a Tums or an artificial Tums, which is fine, but I think I'm going to switch to a regular one. And then I take a B Basic. that has the bees in it. But I'm going to actually switch to B100 once I'm done with these. I think it has a little bit more bang for your buck. And then I also take, okay, I take actually Centrum chewable vitamin. I take 2 or 3 of those a day, but I just ran out. So this was another one I also took. This is a chewable when I first had surgery. Just doesn't taste as good. But now that my sleeve is completely healed, of course, I'm going to switch to, and I'm actually switching today so I can tell you guys, my old prenatal vitamins. Because they're really packed with lots of good stuff. Folic acid and whatnot, iron and all kinds of good stuff. So I'm going to switch to just probably 2 of those a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Okay, and then the next thing I want to tell you guys was about the ones I take for hair loss. They have something called the hair loss kit at my surgeon's office. I just bought everything on that list. Of course, we all know in order to not lose your hair or at least stop a lot of loss, you have to get at least 90 grams of protein in a day, preferably whey protein so that your body actually absorbs it and you just don't pee it all out. But this is supposed to help promote hair growth. So flaxseed oil, can you see that? 1,200 milligrams. Coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10. This is 50 milligrams. I'm sure I could take more, but it's very expensive, and I thought I'd just start with that. It's very expensive. It's like $40, $30. Anyway. Then you're also supposed to take omega-3, omega-3, which is basically just fish oil. So I take that. I don't know if you guys can see it. So that's just omega-3. And then I, of course, take my biotin because you guys know how I'm crazy about biotin. And I take 5,000 mcgs. So that's what I'm taking right now. Plus, I always take my fiber pill. FiberCon, I ran out, so my husband's actually buying it for me right now. And my doctor also recommended taking a supplement, a stool softener. So that's pretty much all I'm taking. It's a ton of pills, but they do go down well. Of course, you're probably supposed to take them with food. I do take the pills all together, not one swallow. You can't do that with a sleeve. But I mean, I take them sequentially. That way, as they start breaking down, they all work together so that your body absorbs them. And I try to take them with some kind of meat or, if I have like a little lettuce or something. But there are a lot of pills and they fill my sleeve up really quick. So sometimes I can't do that. But I do take them with my protein. I don't take it with my water, hoping that will help my body absorb them better. I think that's it. Let me think. Oh, I'm down to a size, well, I think it was 16, 18, definitely down to a size large, extra large top. I'm wearing one of my old tops today. It's huge on me, and I'm wearing my old pants too, and they're huge on me, so I look kind of sloppy today. Still losing hair. I'm actually being really bad about taking my whey protein. I need to be better about it. I think I've been getting about 50 grams. 50. I just am not hungry. It's something I'm struggling with, so this will be a better week. And I know, I'm working out. Been to the gym about 5 times the last 2 weeks and going again today, signing up for workout classes, met with a personal trainer. And I think when it comes down to it, just sticking to the plan's less than 600 calories a day, under 30 grams of carbs, and 70 to 90 grams of protein. That's what I need to work on. Drinking lots of fluids and feeling great. So the weight's just coming off. Still, it hasn't slowed down. So I'm week 12 today, and I am down 60 pounds in 12 weeks. So you guys can all do it too. If you're not losing weight the way you want, really look at your charts. So I'm still continuing to chart daily. Talk to you guys later. Happy losing. Bye.